you bother to care and watch my videos, I'm going to give you my personal killer tier list. This is my personal opinions, not reflective of what the general gaming populace says at large. This is my personal experience of how powerful the killers are in comparison. So, start off, we are going to start with F tier. And we are going to start with the Singularity, who is F tier. Just for clarification, any killer with a counterable power is F or D tier already. But this is F tier because this killer's power not only relies on being able to mark survivors, which takes, I think, 7 seconds to mark a survivor to begin with, and then you have to wait on top of that time to be able to slipstream to them. You also have to worry about the fact that they can disable your ability. I can tell you how many times where I've marked a survivor waiting on the cooldown to slipstream in, and as if to go troll, they pop it with an EMP just before I can. And I tell you, it is. I swear it's a troll. Because they could have easily blown it up already, but they wait until after they're marked with a slipstream, knowing that you have to wait another, 4 or 5 seconds, I think it is, to be able to slipstream to them. So yeah, that is the troll from Survivors. Second one, D tier, Alien. Its map presence ability makes it a tier higher than Singularity. But yes, that is the one thing that Alien has over Singularity. Other than that, its power is completely counterable via the flamethrowers that are provided to survivors. In abundance, might I add. Like I said, and the map presence that Alien has makes it better, but not by much. Let's see here. Next up, we're going to go with the Knight, who I want to say is C tier. He's good if you utilize his knights, his minions summons correctly. You can get a 1-2 punch real good, like easily. Like I can't tell you how many times where my Spectre has hit them, and immediately after I slash them off on the rebound. But beyond that, he is very limited in what he can do, and his power is also counterable. The only reason he is above Xenomorph in this case is because his power has far more utility than the others. The other two. Alright, next we're going to go with the Artist. The Artist is also C tier. She's got a decent power, but she's limited by the fact that they have to be within 4 meters to do damage with it. Otherwise, it's a situational debuff that really, given the cooldowns that she has, they can shake off the crows before you can summon another set. Let's see, who's, Trickster is also C tier. He's pretty much a nerfed Huntress. His Showtime ability requires you to hit with knives to get up to, and that means you have to have line of sight to be able to hit survivors with the knives. With the right add-ons, he can be powerful, but he still doesn't go above C tier because, like I said, he's a nerfed Huntress. Um, the twins are also C tier because they have their uses and utilities, but they're not much better than the Trickster in regards to their power. Deathslinger is also C tier. He is just he's good, but his power is it's not great. If you're good at FPS games, he's probably a much higher tier on your list. You can just like snapshot it with him and probably snatch survivors to those little cracks in the walls. But for most players, nah. Demogorgon is also C tier. And while it does have its power is counterable, it has the benefit of the fact that any teleportations to the underworld it puts down apply an oblivious status effect to survivors. So while it is counterable, the survivors have to risk not knowing you're coming while they disable it. Let's see here. Legion is also C tier. Oh, excuse me. A little late today. Their abilities are good, but the fact that they have to get 4 hits to get a down with their power is a huge detriment. Granted, the reworks that Legion has gotten in their most current build makes them far, far better than it used to be. Like, Legion used to be LOL Legion. You play Legion, it's not because you want to win, but because you just want to screw around. That's literally the only reason you play Legion. Hold on a second. The pig is also C tier. Its power is also counterable, as you know, but she's almost B tier. And the reason why I say this is because her power is a slowdown. It forces survivors to do other things other than repair generators. With the right build, she can be absolutely terrible to go up against. But her power, like I said, is also counterable. And what sets her above the other killers of the C tier who also have counterable powers is, like I said, her power provides slowdown. Let's see here. Who else is in C tier? Doctor's also in C tier because while his power is great in terms of knowledge and mind gaming, any seasoned survivor is going to look at those bouncing still shots all over the screen and go, meh. The true strength in his power lies in the fact that the add-ons he provides can, give you knowledge, map knowledge. Hack is also C tier because her power is also counterable. I'm not going to go into much detail of the other killers as I go on because honestly I don't have much to say about them. Nurse C tier. Her power is a ghost of what it once was. Hillbilly C tier because his chainsaw got nerfed into oblivion. Trapper C tier Bubba C tier, Spirit C tier, Blight C tier, Xenobite C tier, and now we move on to the B tiers. Nemesis is B tier. He not only has the ability to ignore pallets, like Slurs have to pre-drop pallets against him, which means you can avoid pallet stun all you want, and plus, at tier 3, he has a long as hell reach with his power. Granted, it's not very, it's got a thin hitbox, but it's still good. The Anyuro is also C tier just because of the fact that she has a map-wide presence, and that she has the ability to inflict a self-use Mori on survivors. She also has the ability to just completely stealth herself, which is also really useful. Mastermind, aka Wester, also C tier. Dude has the ability to just dart all over the place and is really hard to evade against a good Wester player. Pyramid Head also B tier. Because he has the ability to send survivors to random parts of the map, not normal hooks. Also has a built-in Mori and a ranged attack. Ghostface is also B tier. Just while his power is counterable like the others, he has the advantage of being completely undetectable, plus his add-ons provide him the ability to debuff survivors who reveal him. Plus, he has the ability to insta-down survivors, which is why also he is D tier. Freddy is also B tier because map-wide presence, mind game ability, plus whether you're using his pallets or his land-based traps, those are equally powerful in themselves. Pallets more for mind gaming. Because you can make survivors not trust pallets anymore, second guess whether that one is real or not, which can give you a huge advantage in chases. His land-based traps are great slowdown material. They can help you catch up survivors right nicely in a chase, which also is good. And finally, we're getting into the A tiers. Myers is A tier, and the reason why I say that is because, unlike other stealth killers, his power is not counterable. He has the ability to shrink his terror radius so small that he doesn't need complete undetectability to sneak up on survivors. His add-ons combined with perks make him really hard to know he's coming. Because by the time you know he's coming, he's already on you. And with the ability to just completely go get tier 3 at will if you play your cards right, and instant down survivors, that is A tier. Huntress is also A tier because she just has the range. Like, survivors are not safe anywhere on the map against a professional Huntress. I have seen footage, granted, I am skeptical whether or not this is actual skill or they're using aimbots, but I digress. I have seen pro Huntress players trick shot so well that they can two-hit down a player from the other side of the map. So yeah. And let's see. The Wraith is also A tier because he just, while his power is counterable flashlights, it rarely is it ever effective against him. Like, seriously. And he also has the advantage of being able to sneak up on survivors almost completely invisible. The only way you're going to know he's coming is if you are distinctly paying attention to your environment. And with the right add-ons, he can just come up from behind you and you won't even know he's there till it's too late. So that also makes him A tier. And I think that's all the killers. You may be thinking, well, why is there no S tier? Well, the reason why there's no S tier is because there's no killer that is that good. Though from what I hear, Chucky might be S tier. But I think it's just like with all other killers. Every time a killer with this kind of with a strong power comes around, one of two things happen. Either it gets nerfed to the ground, or survivors learn how to counter it, and it's not nearly as good as the people originally thought. Personally, I think Chucky's gonna fall into a ladder. Because while his power is good, I'm already seeing the methods to counter it. And once he's counterable, he's going to go from everybody bragging him being one of the best killers to, he's B tier. That said, I'm not that good with Huntress. So you might be thinking, why did you rank them so high then? Because I've seen good Huntresses play Huntress, and yeah, that definitely sways my personal opinion on killer ranking. So with that said, I'm gonna end the video there. If you liked my tier list, great. If you watched to this point, what the fuck are you thinking? I'm not worth watching, but thank you either way. And that said, this is Josiah signing out.